Hi, Fergus here from Wooshii. A number of you have been coming to us and saying, hey, how can we get the most out of our video budget next year? So we thought we'd put together the best brains at Wooshii to give you our top 5 tips for getting the most out of your video budget in 2023. By thinking, okay, let's think of the video first, you've got to come up with the aesthetics, the narratives, the characters, the storylines of those videos, and all those things actually can be used to drive the rest of your campaign. So, think about your video first, get all those things set early on, and that'll help you make it much easier to drive the rest of your campaigns and drive the maximum out of the budget that you have.
Being able to track your video performance is really the key to getting a really efficient video strategy in place. This is all about giving yourself the visibility of what's going on so that you can make the right strategic decisions about how to fine-tune your video plans as you go throughout 2023.
I mean, you would like to track your videos to see if they are successful, but even more so to see if they're not successful. You can have a really good video strategy, invest a lot of money into your video strategy, but if you don't track it, you don't know if it's working or not.
Every vendor is interested in volume, and if you're prepared to commit volume, generally speaking, the vendor is prepared to offer better prices. So that's a really straightforward way of saving money in 2023.
When you're working in bulk, you can brand train a team of people one time, you can do admin work one time, you can find the right people up front, and then deploy them to create multiple videos across a set period of time. That is a much more cost-effective and efficient way of working rather than having to do all of that startup work every single time you want to roll out a video project.
If you want to get more out of your video budget, repurposing is definitely a way forward.
Creating one 3-minute video doesn't mean you just have one 3-minute video. It gives you the opportunity to cut that up into different chunks.
But it could also mean literally reusing the same video with different languages or different formats for different platforms.
If you can think ahead about what the applications and distribution points are for your video before a production, we can make sure, or any vendor can make sure, that they're producing all of the assets that you need up front. That can be a huge efficiency.
Imagine a world where you've got a vendor that does your animation, a vendor that does your live action, a vendor that operates in North America, a vendor that operates in Europe. That's a lot of moving parts, that's a lot of complexity, there's a lot of different workflows that you, the customer, are going to end up having to manage.
If you work with a group of people who already know what you want, who already know about your brand identity, you have to go through a few rounds of feedback because people already know what your message is, what your brand is, and so this is the best way to be efficient in your video budgets.
So I hope that was useful. Of course, please get in touch if you have any questions. We're always here to help, and at the end of a Zoom call, email, or of course the old-fashioned telephone. Speak to you soon.